Well, hi guys, welcome back to the Kneady Homesteader channel, and we are just turning on the camera. It is 10:30 at night. We are, Danny and I are busy working in the kitchen, and I really wanted to bring you guys along, but man, it's been a day. It's been busy. So, but I figured, you know what, I'm making my, I think this is going to be like a 10 layer. I don't know, we'll have to count. But this is typically a 7-layer taco dip. And I figured while I'm putting this together, I will just show you how I do mine. Now this is a huge pan, it's a lasagna pan, but we're doing a party. So this is my sister's 50th surprise birthday party. So so we're making a big pan of it. This is about, what would you say, Danny, 2.5 pounds?
Yeah.
About 2.5 pounds of ground beef. I add onion to it. I add, of course, you know, the salt, pepper, garlic, little paprika, some onion. I also put some chopped onion in there. Did I say that? I don't know if I said that. I'm so tired. And then I just cook it like I'm making taco meat. And then, of course, put the taco seasoning, water, let it slow simmer, let it get thick and wonderful, and then that's it. So then we're going to layer it into our pan. That's our first layer, okay? And then our second layer is going to be beans, refried beans, okay? So I'm just going to, now I heat mine up. I also doctor it, so if you're going to use canned, or if you're going to use home canned, like home canned pinto, and make homemade refried beans, I do have a video on how I make mine with lard. I do add garlic to mine, a little paprika. I do add a little taco seasoning, cilantro. I like the cilantro in it. And I'm just going to kind of layer this up. Now this, because I'm making so much, I use 3 of the big cans. So when you go to the store and you see the, not the big number 10 cans, but the big, what is it, like a 32-ounce can, 28-ounce can maybe? It's 3 of those. And then I add a little bit of water to it, loosen it up. I bring it, I make it nice, hot, bubbly. And then we're just going to layer that on here. And this will be our second layer. Get it nice and layered in here. Make sure it gets all to the sides. And that will be our layer number 2. Okay, next layer is going to be sour cream. So this is one of the big 3-pound containers, so it's huge. We're going to use this, of course, I only like Daisy. We only use Daisy here. And I always buy it on sale. So you'll notice that, we need a garbage bag. You'll notice that when I did the shopping haul, I bought 4 of the squeezables because the squeezables were on sale. So that's when I picked them up, is when they're on sale. So I'm just going to give this a stir. Hi, Eric. Eric's home from work. Hi. Give this a quick stir here, and then we're going to go ahead and layer this. Now this one's always tricky because you don't want to really mix it in with the bean. So kind of want to plop it down. In the end, don't really worry about it too much, because as people start scooping it onto their plates, it's gonna all combine anyway. So, and I use the whole 3-pound container. now you can use this. I might even use, sometimes just using, I've got these like chili spoons. I'll see if I can find a link for you. I know everybody likes these every time I show them. And you're not going to see the sour cream anyway because we're going to hide it under cheese and taco sauce. So you're not really going to see this layer. It doesn't necessarily have to be pretty. Now I do have this tray, or this this pan on top of a tray, because we know that when these aluminum foil pans get really heavy, they can kind of buckle a little bit. So put a cookie sheet under it and fit it in the fridge like that, and it'll be perfect. So now I always set out a squeezable sour cream to go with this as an additional side. We're also going to serve this with guacamole and salsa and queso. I don't put that on my dip. I just serve it as a side to the dip. But it is your dip, so when you make yours, you make it any way that you want, okay? Sky's the limit. Alright, so there's our layer of sour cream. Try to get off as much as I can, because groceries be expensive. And there we have it. Okay. I like to use the Taco Bell taco sauce, but if you have a favorite, or if you make it from scratch, go ahead and use that. We're going to go ahead and drizzle a layer of sauce all around. Now we bought 4 just in case, but whatever you don't use, you know, put in your pantry. Danny is peeling all of my eggs for me. Right, Danny? Yep. We're going to do one more. Open this one here. And if you're not having a big party, you can definitely downsize this. We're doing the party thing here, so this will feed a crowd. If you have a big family, this is going to be for you. I can feed all my boys and all their friends with one taco dip and a couple bags of tortilla chips. Alright, now let me grab the cheese. Okay, so this is what I'm using. Mexican 4 cheese. This is the 8-ounce. I bought 4 bags of this. We'll see how many we use. It won't go to waste though, guaranteed. And if you're cooking for strangers, you can wear gloves. I'm just cooking for my family, so make sure your hands are nice and clean. I like to do the border first so that the weight doesn't get the sauce kind of spilling over the edge. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that the pan, just hold it up some. So if it feels like going over the edge, it's not going to. Alright, let's get a second bag here. Third bag. Make sure we cover all these little packets here. I think we're going to do 4. My kids love the cheese. Alright, we're going to do 4. Why not? It's a party. Make sure all the sauce is covered and you can't see anything peeking through. Alright. There we have it. Okay, let me clean up my mess and we'll get to the topping. Okay, so now we're gonna do black olives. Sorry for the shadows. I wish I had better lighting. But grab here, rest out. No olive left behind. Every penny's worth. All right. Make sure you cover the edges, because you want to make sure everybody gets a little bit of everything. Okay, now next, if you want to do fresh tomatoes, you can do fresh tomatoes. My family does not like fresh tomatoes. They like these. These are diced tomatoes with green chilies. I get them from Aldi, and I strain them. So drain them, squeeze them out so they're not watery. Yeah, my family's just not a big fan of the fresh tomatoes, but they love these. And if you want to just add the green chilies, you can do that. Remember, if you decide to make this, it's yours. Make it the way that you like. If you don't like black olives, leave that off. You do however you like it. Now you can add a couple of cans of this if you like a lot of tomatoes. Since my family doesn't, I don't add a whole lot. Just enough to get a little flavor on here. You guys got it. Okay. And then we're gonna add green onions, okay? So Now this will get foil, and it will go in the refrigerator in our basement overnight. And we serve it cold. Like I said, I'll serve it with a side of, we have the white queso, we have hot and medium and mild salsa, and guacamole. I'm going to add a little bit of red onion to this just for some color. So personally, I'd add some green pepper to this because I love green pepper. But I'm the only one, so so I won't add any green pepper to this. But I do have green pepper chopped in the fridge. So if somebody did want to add it, they could. So we're just going to add some of these red onions here. The rest of these red onions that I have chopped here in this container is actually going into the potato salad. This just makes it pretty. Again, wear gloves if you're cooking for people you don't know. I always have to counter those weird comments I get. It's bizarre. Because you're just cooking for your family. I'm just a mom. I'm not a professional chef. Alright. Ooh, that looks good. Okay, that is good. Alright. So, I'm going to jump you down here. I'm going to show you what this looks like. Okay, and there you have it. And then here's a bottle of sauce for size reference. This is I think it's a half. Is it a half? I think no. I think it might be a quarter sheet. But that's it. Look at that. Hold on, I'll try to take it to the butcher block for you. Okay, no joke, Danny. Lift that. Tell me how much you think that weighs.
Oh my God.
How much is that?
6 pounds, 7 pounds.
You think so? It's
easy.
It's heavy. All right, that's it. Yeah. There is your, how many layers do we have? Let's see. Beef, bean, sour cream, taco sauce, cheese. Was that 5? Mm-hmm. Okay, then 6 would be the tomatoes and chilies. Well, I guess, is that 2? Is that 1?
Well, I mean, I would count that as 1.
One?
All
Okay.
Veggies, all the veggies is 1.
1? No, you can't. You gotta count that as a layer.
All the veggies is a layer.
No, individually. Black olives would be 6, right?
Okay.
The tomatoes and chilies would be 7, because those are kind of together. Green onions, red onions, 9. 9? Danny says, okay, let's see. Let's take a poll. Do you count all the veggies as 1 layer, or are they each individual? That's a good.
I consider. I mean, if you're doing if you counted each vegetable as a complete layer, then you would have to actually layer.
But I kind of
a whole layer, not
a
pretty
sprinkle?
like this. Yeah. I mean, this way looks nicer, but
okay. All right. Well, let the people decide. I count each individual ingredient, but if it's not, then what would it be? Would it be a 6 layer? Did I make a 7 layer? Did I make it to 7?
6, 7.
I made it kind of, sort of. All right.
I mean, you put enough vegetables, they can count as 2 layers.
Look how big that is.
Yeah.
That's huge. All right, I gotta take a picture for a thumbnail for you guys, and I'll maybe record some things tomorrow during the party. The kitchen is a mess. You can see that. There's all we're having brats. We got fresh brats from the butcher. We're doing bacon cheeseburgers. Those have to be washed. This is all the potatoes for the potato salad. We're gonna have some russets, Yukon Golds, baby reds, and
2 sweet potatoes.
2 sweet potatoes. The sweet potatoes are just going to be a pop of color. So I've got to put those together. Danny's got the eggs. And yeah, all right. Onward we go. We do make a good team though. All right, guys, I hope this was fun. I will see you soon. All right, bye, guys.